This is day 10 in my Black History Month vlog series titled The Sex Craze. We're now in Libra season, which is the perfect time to talk about balance, specifically the imbalance in how we relate to each other as men and women. Due to patriarchal religions, men have been led to believe that they are superior and that women should submit to them, whether that be in the home, in the workplace, or in the bed. Pornography is another tool which has been used to degrade women and also to teach men to dissipate their sexual energy. Nowadays, we are taught through the media and pornography to have sex willy-nilly, pardon the pun, with no sacredness to the sexual act. We don't even realise there is a spiritual aspect to sex. Wouldn't you like to experience sacred sex? Religion taught us that if we're sexual, we can't be spiritual, and if we're spiritual, we can't be sexual, unless we're married. My job is to put the two back together again, hence the title of the first edition. Yes, we can be single, spiritual, and sexual. As melanin-rich people, we are naturally sexual and naturally spiritual. In fact, melanin is concentrated in our sexual organs for a reason. In the second edition of my novel, I explained what fornication means, and it doesn't mean sex before marriage. It actually means having sex with prostitutes. Many men are suffering from prostate issues such as low sperm count or even cancer because they abuse their sexual organ, usually from over-ejaculating. And many women are experiencing gynecological issues due to chemical reactions from products they use on and in their bodies, such as tampons, and from having sex with multiple partners. In day 5 of this vlog series, The Serpent and the Tree of Life, I explained how eating figs are beneficial for both male and female reproductive disorders. I'll put the link in the description. The spiritual aspect of having sex with multiple partners is also the reason many people are emotionally messed up. Sometimes women think they're trying to heal from childhood trauma, when in fact, they're trying to heal from all the men they've slept with. When you have sex with someone, it leaves an energetic imprint behind. If you're having sex with multiple partners, or if you're having sex with someone who is promiscuous, you are in fact sleeping with all the people they're sleeping with as well, energetically. Then there's the issue of energy vampires. If you have sex with someone and feel drained afterwards, they're an energy vampire. Listen to my poem, Beware the Vampire, on SoundCloud. It's a bit scary, but it is coming up to Halloween after all. I'll put the link in the description. If you're in an exclusive relationship, you should know how to share energy with each other. When one of you is feeling drained, the other can share some of your energy to help bring them back into balance. Listen to my poem song, The Preparation, and download my painting, My King. Your physical body and your mind must be in good health before you can think about manifesting or womanfesting your desires. Our ancient ancestors knew that sexual energy is a powerful creative force, and they knew how to transmute it in order to create things other than babies. In year 7 of Journey of a Sister, I channeled a scene where Suzanne and Charles performed their first sex ritual. The following morning, I had no memory of writing it. I must have woken up in the middle of the night, wrote the scene, and went back to sleep. A few days later, I was flipping through my journal, saw the scene and thought, this is good. I need to add this to the story. A sex ritual is where you focus on something you want to manifest while having sex. The aim is to raise your sexual energy to your crown chakra before you orgasm. At the point of orgasm, you should both have a clear image in your minds of what he wants to manifest. The seed of intention is then planted in the woman. In the story, Suzanne intuitively took Charles through a guided visualization while they were having sex to help him build a clear image in his mind of the business he wanted to create. By sharing his vision with her in detail, she was able to build a clear image in her mind too. Every time he was about to ejaculate, she would stop riding him and wait for the feeling to subside before starting to ride him again. This pumping action helped raise their sexual energy to their crown chakra. The following year, they made their first million through their business. At the time of writing this scene in 2010, I'd never even heard of sex rituals before. I thought I was making it up. But after I published the first edition in ebook on Amazon, another book came up beside it as recommended reading, titled The Secret Science of Black Male and Female Sex. I was intrigued, so I ordered the paperback. Now, in this book, the author, T.C. Carrier, was explaining the whole science behind the sex ritual that I had channeled. It took Suzanne and Charles 8 years to reach the level of intimacy required to perform a sex ritual. The theme of Journey of a Sister is transformation. Even their sex life transformed from lustful sex into sacred sex. If you're not in a relationship, you can still woman-fest. To be able to perform a sex ritual, you need to be operating from your highest level of consciousness. In year 8 of Journey of a Sister, I channeled what it means to become a king or a queen, which relates to the crown chakra. All men are gods, but not all men are kings. To become a king, he must raise his level of consciousness to his crown chakra, located at the top of his head. This is the same for the goddess. For her to become a queen, she must also raise her level of consciousness to her crown chakra. When a god reaches his highest level of consciousness, he can then use his key to open the goddess's gateway in order to manifest his desires. A king can choose a goddess or a queen to perform the ritual, but a queen must choose a king because the two can only go as far as his level of consciousness. It is therefore imperative that all gods raise their level of consciousness to their crown chakra and become kings. Once a god has achieved kingly status, he should then find himself a goddess or a queen, because without her feminine energy, it will be difficult to manifest his desires, since the gateway to bringing things from the spiritual realm into the physical world is found in her. By finding, protecting, and serving his goddess or queen, she will, in return, love, nurture, protect, and heal him, opening the gateway to infinite possibilities. Religion was used to suppress our sexual energy because it's where our power lies. If we're not being misled to suppress it, we're being misled to abuse it with pornography. Music videos dishonor the black woman, turning her into a sex object instead of the symbol of the divine feminine that she is. In 2017, I invited T.C. Carrier over from America to join me for the Kings and Queens book tour. I'll put the links to watch some of the videos in the description. It's time to remember who you are. The next video in this series is titled The Unprotected Black Woman. So click on the notification bell and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the rest of the videos in this series. Rather than doing a vlog a day for Black History Month, it was a bit much, I'm going to be doing 2 to 3 vlogs per week. While you're waiting for the next video to go up, You can watch all the videos in this series. Also, download the ebook of Journey of a Sister or listen to the audiobooks, as well as some of my other ebooks and the 2 short stories I wrote earlier this year, Pick Me and The Sheep That Dared to Dream. Please donate to my GoFundMe to turn them into animation for YouTube. You can also download my artwork and use them as screensavers on your devices. Click on the links in description.